When I got out of the Army, I didn't have enough money to go to acting school, nothing with the GI Bill. So I went to work in this little factory, following in Mom and Pop's footsteps. Not for long, though. There was no way in the world that I was going to end up working in no goddamn factory. I just wanted to save enough, a couple of bucks, so that I could move into the Big Apple, start my acting career. And most of the work was piecework. And I was banging out a hell of a lot of pieces, man. I figured as long as I was there, I would make as much as I could. And whatever part they needed, you made. And some of the parts you made more money at. And some of the parts you made a hell of a lot more money at. Plus, they were really easy jobs. And I noticed early on that all of these gravy jobs always seemed to be going to the same people. Like the night foreman's nephew, Ray. He was always getting these gravy jobs. And it happened way too many times for it to be a coincidence. And this here nephew Ray was a real mook, man. A real lazy-ass slob. And he always took home twice as much money as I did. And I worked twice as hard as he did. Hell, I worked 10 times harder than he did. But one learns to play the game. But even though I learned to play the game, I played the game, I didn't like it. And I couldn't help commenting on it all the time. Like I'd say to this here nephew Ray, I'd say, "Hey Ray, nice to have somebody in the family on the inside, all right?" And Ray'd always cop an attitude, "Hey, what are you talking about here? I don't get no favors here. What are you talking about?" And I'd look him in the eye and I'd say, "Hey Ray, maybe if I was a 3-year-old, I'd believe you." And he'd always back down, not wanting to rock that little boat is. Bet you told his uncle about it, though. Because I never got any of those gravy jobs. After a while, they switched me to nights. I like working nights a hell of a lot better, man. It was more laid back. Plus, I made a couple extra bucks. I did miss the vice president's sweet little daughter. She used to work in the office. We sort of liked each other. She was always leaving a flower on whatever machine I would be working at next. But I never had any time for her. I was heading into New York every chance I got. I had a lot of time to make up. And Greenwich Village, man, opened up a whole new world to me. I let my hair grow down to my shoulders and it liked hanging out there. I started protesting the goddamn war every chance I got. And marching for equal rights, women's rights, gay rights. I never realized I had this revolutionary tied up inside of me. And at work I was always yelling out these Marxist slogans. Or what I thought were Marxist slogans, or what I thought should be Marxist slogans. And they were always calling me a little commie pinko, and I would call them slaves of the bourgeois class, and they would always laugh. But when I yelled out things like, "Marx says workers of the world, unite! Union, union, union!" I see a cold chill run up their spines. "You better cool it, you little pinko, before they boot your commie ass out of here." Yeah, man, I used to light up their nights. Plus, I was making a couple of good bucks, too. Spending a lot of it in the village in Paul Sargent's on Bleecker Street. Man, I was putting together one hell of a wardrobe, man. I've been wearing fatigues for 2 years, and now I had me one of the coolest wardrobes you ever want to see. In work, they started calling me the well-dressed Marxist. Yeah, man, that was me.